Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Today's video, I'm going to be looking at the new balance changes that just happened this morning. So a lot of changes did happen, a lot of good changes in my opinion. There's one really bad change in my opinion, so I'll be going through these balance changes, going through some games, giving my opinion and the buffs and nerfs I thought should have happened. So yeah, let's jump on to the first. Okay guys, jumping on to the first change, which I think is definitely the most interesting change. So it's the Bibi speed. She's gone from fast to very fast. So this is a really good change for Bibi. It's going to bring her back to the meta in my opinion. And so at the minute we are actually facing Ash, so got to be a bit sweaty here. Let's see. Nice, I can just run this in. Bibi's got incredible speed. Yeah, I could just run this in. A really easy goal there. So yeah, Bibi already was slowly creeping into the meta. We did like her quite a few times in scrims, especially with the shield. You can combine her gadget really well and get some really clutch plays really. So now this Leon's going to go down, but I've got my heal gadget, so it's going to be to good use, and we're getting a really easy goal there. So yeah, let's jump into one more game. Let's try shield this time. Okay guys, let's try the shield this time. So now it's basically like I've got home run and shield now, so pretty OP. But yeah, I do enjoy playing Bibi. I'm not really the best Bibi. Let's pop my gadget so I can score. Nice, probably could have scored it anyway, but just to make sure. So yeah, Bibi's gadget's one of the best gadgets in the game, so it complements her really well. I think you're definitely going to be seeing her in the top brawler ranking soon. So the speed is what made Bibi so good quite a long time ago, so giving her back that speed is going to be really OP. So let's be a bit patient here. Let's wait for Tom to chip him down. Let's get this kill. Let's pop my gadget. Hopefully we should be able to score here. Nice, I should be able to just walk this in. No, oh damn it, I was just about to shoot there. But yeah, it's going to be really interesting. For sure, Bibi's best modes are Heist and Siege, so definitely going to be seeing her a lot in there in my opinion. Bibi's really good against the tanks. You can just keep knocking them back. So like Frank, like the Rosa, just keep knocking them back, get them out of your range. So now it's going to be pushing it up. Corey is getting melted by that Pam. Let's just try and hit this Rosa back. So we've still got one more gadget to use. Let's hopefully push these back over here. Let's hit this Rosa away. Hopefully Corey can get that kill. Nice, I'm going to pop my gadget as well. Hopefully we can score here. Nice, we could just... Oh, damn it. No. No, I don't know how that didn't go in, but Corey manages to slot it in anyway after I choked about 5 million times. But yeah, let's move on to the next brawler. Hey guys, jumping on to the next brawler, so I've gone for B. So B's got an increase in projectile speed by 5%, and that was probably, in my opinion, the thing that she needed the most buff in it, because a lot of the times the longer range brawlers are just going to be beating you just because of how fast their bullets go. So nice, managed to take Jackie out. But yeah, B's going to be pretty decent in this meta because if you guys didn't watch the Asian qualifiers, there was a lot of tanks, and B's definitely best counter tanks. So B's going to probably be creeping away. She counters Jackie really well with the slow and the constant spamming of big shots. So nice, let's work our way to score this goal. Okay, we should just wait for him to spawn here. Let's just use my super. I should just be able to literally just spam auto aim, keep spamming auto aim and score there. So yeah, really nice. So B was by far the best brawler in the game when she was released, and then came Mr. P, which was basically a direct counter to B, but she's slowly creeping back up in the meta. She's definitely decent. Gadget is really bad though, so that's definitely in need of a buff for sure. Let's get Frank down here, pass over to Tom, and we should be able to get the score here. Hopefully we can. Okay, no, he manages to miss somehow, but nonetheless should be able to score anyway. Let's keep the pressure up. So I don't really notice too much of a difference to begin with. This is my first game with B, but I don't really notice the projectile speed, but then again it's only 5%, so it's not going to be a lot. Frank manages to clip me there, I don't know how. But yeah, B's definitely creeping up in the meta in my opinion, just because of how many tanks you're seeing, so got to be a good change for her. Let's see now. So you do obviously see a lot of Frank on ladder, you see a lot of Jackie on ladder, so let's just slow that Frank down just so we can kill him, and hopefully Corey can pass this across. Okay, no, maybe not. Let's just wait for Tom. Frank has super, so gotta be careful of that. Okay, it's B sneaking around there, but we managed to slow her. Let's use my supers just so we can auto aim them down. Nice, let's use my gadget, kill that Jackie there. Hopefully Tom can finish this B off. Let's just use our super to hopefully kill B. Nice, we managed to kill B. Let's wait for him to respawn. We're close to super again. So I could just, the thing about B, you're just constantly recycling your supers over and over again. And you basically, wow, we managed to take us all out. But you basically just want to keep using that super, just spamming auto aim basically. Because as soon as you slow them down, it's basically impossible to miss a shot. So nice. So we're going to see B quite a lot in this meta, I think. Now let's move on to one of the next changes. Okay guys, going into the next change. So Poco has received a damage buff. I'm not quite sure at the max level how much more damage he does, but it's around, I think it's around 60 or 100 kind of. So Poco's going to be pretty good in this meta, I believe now. So good thing about Poco, he synergizes really well with the tanks, and his gadget's actually incredibly broken. You can heal all of the teammates around you for I think it's 5 seconds, and you do around 500 healing as well. So just infinite healing. And if you combine this with the likes of Jackie and the likes of Bibi's gadget as well as Poco's, you just get infinite healing. Should be able to actually knock this in here. Actually, okay, no, we're not going to be able to. So let's use our healing on Corey just because I'm low as well. So we get that really nice healing tick. So yeah, Poco's going to be really good. I think he's going to be creeping his way back into the meta. Jackie's going to be trying to kill me here, but I should be able to kill her. So yeah, Poco's going to be pretty decent. Definitely going to be a lot more viable. We might start to see the tank meta creep back into play just because of how much damage Poco does. And yeah, so Poco going to be decent now. Let's jump on to a really controversial change. Okay guys, going into the most controversial change by far. So curveball has received a really big buff, 50% more, I think it's like more curviness or something like that, but basically making it really easy to hit shots. As you can see, I'm basically not even aiming and just hitting these brawlers. So a really controversial change. A lot of people do not like curveball spike. So at the moment as well, his gadget isn't really the best at all. But with his gadget, I'll show here, it actually curves as well. So it's actually okay. Corey getting thrown across there. We've got a bit of delay because of NA, I believe. Hopefully Tom can score this. Nice, that's really nice use of his gadget. That's really OP from Tom, to be fair. Really nice goal. So yeah, curveball spike, I don't actually think it's going to be the better star power. I just really like fertilize, but it's definitely going to be annoying to face against if people use it. Hopefully we can get this crow. Nice, we managed to get a crow. But yeah, it's just going to be super annoying. It's by far one of the most hated star powers in the community. Just because literally most people can just aim, well, not even aim, just hit every single shot. But at the minute it's not actually proven to be that good, because I know how to use spike anyway. I know how to wall peek and whatnot. So I mean, it kind of defeats the way I like to play spike. I like to play him aggressively, and his super's definitely the best part about him and the best way he can be aggressive. So this crow's going to be jumping. I'm just going to shoot him there. It's Primo's being aggressive as well. Let's just pin him down there. So it's not even actually hitting him that much, but I mean my gadget's actually really good. Basically like all my shots hit whenever I use it, so pretty OP to be fair. Just getting guaranteed shots, but definitely not going to be the better star power in my opinion. Let's try and trick shot this in. No spike. Crow actually reads that. I did it too slow. Should have definitely scored there. So let's try and get this neater down. Just see, I can't actually tell whether the curveball is better now than it was before. I actually can't tell. It's been that long since it's been nerfed, but they're definitely trying to get it to regain popular, because it was definitely by far the worst star power. It's just because of how how unskillful it is. A lot of pros don't like it, but it's definitely the worst star power. So it was in need of a buff, but controversial for sure. So let's move on to the last changes. Okay guys, going on to another really big change. I recommended this nerf for Ems just because Ems is so broken. They actually have gone ahead with it. So she only has 2 gadgets now, which I definitely think is the correct nerf, just because you literally couldn't touch Ems for so long until she used a gadget. So that's a really bad pass from me. Should just be able to score this time. Nice, we managed to score anyway, even though it was a bad pass. But yeah, definitely a nerf that should have been done. So maybe another nerf for her is probably nerf her hype, and then she won't be as good. But yeah, she only has 2 uses of the gadget now, so definitely a good nerf in my opinion. Let's knock back this Bibi. Okay, she kills me anyway just because I'm not really the best M, so not going to be using her gadget to much use. But yeah, you're definitely going to be able to counter Ems a lot better this time. So she only has 2 uses, so I've only used 1. So now Jean can actually pull Ems towards him and get actually some good value. So now I've got hype. I should actually just be able to just sit here and heal up. Just see how broken that is, guys. It's just incredible. Let's knock all of these guys away from us, and then we're able to score. So still a really good gadget. We've still got 2 uses, so I can make a really good use to it. So let's move on to the other ones. Okay guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed going through some gameplay and giving my thoughts and whatnot. There's still a couple more changes that I've not touched on. So Jackie did receive a health nerf. I think it was around 300 HP. So a pretty substantial nerf really. And then Crow, I believe, where's Crow? So Crow, he only has 2 gadgets to use now, so he's not going to be invincible like he was when he had 3 gadgets. So really clever and well thought out nerfs from Supercell. I really like these balance changes, and I think we're going to be seeing probably a tank meta and definitely Bibi being cropped into the meta again. She's been out of the meta for so long now, so it'd be a good change. So yeah, let me know what videos you want to see from me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.